hello.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday, the 5th of...
It's in February.
February now.
Furry.
February.
Oh, my phone's like, hello.
We're days out of the Iowa caucus, and...
What?
I don't know, just...
What are you talking about? Whoa.
Your phone is like, hey,
all of
pay
a sudden
attention to
everybody's
me
like,
now.
ah!
Your phone is all like, hey.
Well, no, because like I picked it up as soon as I started vlogging. Like Matthew Santoro just put up his stuff. He's trying to hack our vlog.
Oh yeah, man.
Posting his stuff and then
posting his stuff on our vlog.
Look, you can see B back there in her room.
She's watching.
Like all of a sudden you can be like, there she is. Oh, now we see a moving duck. All right.
So we've thawed out, I guess you could say. We had like 2 inches of snow on the ground this morning. It was all nasty and slushy, and it was gone before noon, except in like the heavier spots.
Well, it was actually gone, except for the grassy areas. Probably about like 10:30 when I took her to school.
Because I went out around 11:30 because I forgot my lunch in the car. I went out to the car, and the only thing left was like these big chunks of ice on my trunk. And I was just pushed off. But yeah, it was nasty.
It was a wet, heavy snow.
Yeah, it was kind of nasty this morning, but we have survived another snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon. This was nothing like that crap. This mess was just... No, let me tell you about this mess, okay? This mess was that crazy wet crap that is heavy, and if you were to step in it, you'd fall on your behind, like right away.
That's what I almost did this morning. I stepped off the sidewalk, or stepped off the driveway into our swamp that we have in our front yard. When it either rains too hard or we get a lot of snow like this and it melts. We get this like swamp area in our front yard, and of course I stepped right in it first thing this morning. But that was the day.
Well, no, that was the morning.
That was the morning.
Yeah.
This week's been like, it was one of those weird weeks where it felt like it dragged for me. I've been really busy at work, so I haven't really been doing, like, I've been coming home and kind of just like vegging out for the rest of the night. I've been very just worn out from work. And usually we're not that busy this time of year. But, okay.
I can't.
It's a toy horse, like a rocking chair.
Is it a toy horse?
It's a toy rocking chair. That's what it looks like.
I hope so. Can't really see it. Oh my gosh, my phone looks so evil on here. Oh, anyway. Sorry, go ahead. This week has been...
So it dragged on. And it just felt like it would never end. And then today came around, and today was just as busy, but it just felt like it was taking forever. And I'm exhausted. This week has worn me out. And I don't know why, because I've been sleeping well until this morning when the school called to tell us that there was a 2-hour delay. The phone woke me up, and I turned my alarm off.
Well, it was funny because we both thought it was your alarm.
And yeah, it was like I turned my alarm off, and I'm staring at it, and the phone is still going off. And then Summer goes, Jesse, turn your alarm off. And I'm like, I did. And I'm staring at the alarm, trying to figure out why it's not making noises, but somehow it is.
And the thing is it wasn't even beeping.
It was
like
just,
your alarm. Like it was my phone ringing.
Her phone it was a completely different sound, but for some odd reason.
Both of us.
5:30 in the morning, I thought it was my alarm going off.
Well, both of us were like,
and
oh no, alarm.
Being very disgruntled that it wasn't turning off, even though it wasn't even the alarm. But that's that. I'm trying to think of what else. See, you just turned the camera on, and I'm supposed to be all like, yeah.
No, I wasn't asking for something specific. I was just saying, here, take this. I have to go
stir
the spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti for dinner. That's the best kind of dinner, is spaghetti for dinner. I will be performing at the Improv. I will not. They won't let me do stand-up comedy there because I don't stand up.
You might want to explain that.
I'm in a wheelchair. I have a disability, and I don't want to put that out there right now. I've been living with a disability since I was young, and now I'm still living with said disability. And I use a wheelchair to get around, or I will use a extremely sturdy structure to walk with or against, if that's the case. But that's what that joke is. I've always wanted to do that kind of stand-up thing, but I'm really weird in front of crowds of people. I'm weird talking in front of the cat right now. So yeah, you. And that kind of stuff would probably freak me out on a very, very weird level. So, what else happened this week?
I don't know. They have to take Biddy up to children.
That's next week.
Yeah. We found out this week that she could finish her meds and that they
Yeah, she had a nasty cough.
What was what?
That
It was something.
it was a couple years ago. I don't want to get into it because we were told not to talk about it. Well, we were told not to talk about it.
Kind of. Yeah.
So we
Boogie secret.
got into a health situation.
You're like
and
don't talk about it.
we all got really sick at the same time. Summer got the worst of it. Ireland was a little better off, and then I survived the whole ordeal kind of unscathed.
Stop lying.
No, I mean better off than you two did, so I'm not lying. I said better off. And Ireland the other day got a real bad cough, and we all have asthma now, so we treat that kind of stuff a lot more serious than we used to. I had this really nasty cough for a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah.
That every time that I'd start laughing really hard, I had to stop and cough. And it was the old man cough, because I'd start getting laughing, and then it would just be like, it's like I'd been smoking my entire life. And did you zoom into my face? No, that meant like before you handed it to me.
When I was over here.
Oh, so I've been like way up the nose for a bit? Yeah. Awesome. We have taken sicknesses a lot more serious now that we all have asthma. So
we kind of have to, because we have to breathe.
Yeah, we gotta breathe. If we can't breathe, sickness wins. But Ireland had a real bad cough. Her pediatrician was like, "Oh, it's nothing. It'll work itself out."
Like for 3 weeks.
And then,
literally, like I took her to the pediatrician twice and was on the phone with them twice.
And they were like, "Oh, it'll work it out." So you called the
I called her pulmonologist.
No, our pulmonologist, and the pulmonologist is like, no, I'm going to put her on something."
Well, because
so
the
she had been
heard it.
Yeah.
Over
the pulmonologist is also a lot more knowledgeable.
Well, yeah, but when she heard it, she was like, that's the no return zone. You need to get on steroids and, yeah.
The pulmonologist put her on some medicine for her,
the cough.
No, I meant to take with the
nebulizer.
The nebulizer. Told you, I'm worn. Yep, there she goes, coughing again.
But
that's a lot better than what it was. That will work its way out as well. That's the tail end of this week. Uh-oh.
She wants to say hi.
Bye.
You're not even seeing her. You didn't even have her on camera.
Bye.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye.